Good evening, everyone. I am Sharanya Sinha from Techno India University and I am a student of first semester pursuing BBA LLB. I am hereby to give a presentation on the topic Involvement of Youth in Cybercrime in India. Acknowledgement. With great pleasure, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude towards Mr. Jeevan Prakash, AOR Supreme Court, for giving me the opportunity to do an internship within the organization. Secondly, I would also like to thank all the people and my parents who supported me throughout this internship. Introduction. Cybercrime is familiar to all over the world as a cybercrime committed throughout the internet. It began when hackers started illegally accessing high level computer networks. The World Wide Web is informative, convenient, resourceful, fun, but also potentially way for internet addiction. Nowadays, cybercrime is becoming a serious matter of interest all over the world. So, what is cybercrime? As we are all familiar with the word cybercrime, cybercrime is not an old sort of crime to the world. It is defined as any criminal activity which takes place on or over the medium of computers or internet or other technology recognized by the Information Technology Act. Cybercrime is the most prevalent crime playing a devastating role in modern India. Some offences under Computer Misuse and Cybercrime Act 2003 are as follows. Number 1. Unauthorized access to data. Number 2. Access with intent to commit offences. Number 3. Unauthorized access to an interception of computer service. Number 4. Damaging or denying access to computer system. Types of cybercrime. There are mainly 6 types of cybercrime, namely hacking. Hacking in simple terms means an illegal intrusion into a computer system or network. Denial of service attack. Act by the criminal who floods the bandwidth of the victim's network. Virus dissemination. Malicious software that attaches itself to other software. By other software, we mean virus, worms, Trojan horse, webjacking, email bombing, etc. Cyber terrorism, use of internet based attacks in terrorist activities. Software piracy, theft of software throughout the illegal copying of genuine programs. Last, phishing. Phishing is a scam to steal your online username and password. Anyone can send you a link and they can ask you to fill up the form by saying that it's an opportunity to earn something or to achieve something, and by that you fill up the form by giving your personal data like password and username, but you don't know that the username or the password you are giving or providing to that link, it's going to the person who sent you the link, and they can have access to your account of whose you are giving the username or password. So everyone should be careful about filling such type of link. Moving to the next slide, impact of cybercrime on youth. So we all know that teens spend hours online as their half work are done in online mode, like classes or some activities we are taking place in online, and after covid it has increased. So especially on computers or electronic devices every day they are sitting. FamilyResource.com reports that 48% of teenagers agree that the internet enhances their friendships. From an early age, they have juggled with computers, tablets, and smartphones. They use in their daily lives. In tandem, data also evidence that cybercrime is increasingly attracting and engaging with the teen population. Coming to the next slide. Safety tips for cybercrime. Use antivirus software, insert firewalls, uninstall unnecessary software, maintain backup, check security settings, never give your full name or address to strangers. Learn more about internet privacy. Cybersecurity. Internet security is a branch of computer security specifically related to the internet. Its objective is to establish rules and measures to use against attacks over the internet. Why do young people involves in cybercrime? Now, as we know that emotions play a very important role in our lives and in our day-to-day lives, and sometimes if these emotions can result in hurting others out of anger, then it's called revenge, and that person might choose the way of internet or cyber world. They can be anyone like depressed employee or someone who got rejected by someone or something, a student who has been bullied by everyone, and so on. For teenagers, hacking the database of the biggest company can be a challenge also, or they are doing cybercrime just for recognizing their hacking skills and to show others what they can do. The most affected group from cybercrime are the teenagers. There are some financial losses also that occurs after committing the crime. So, one example of this may be the pressure that some young people feel to own the latest model of smartphone. Low self control is typical in teenagers who, at their age, do not have the necessary brain structures in place to generate self control. They do not have the emotional maturity that enables them to control their impulses within peer pressure and calculate the risk of any dangerous decisions. Risk of social media among youths. As we all know that social media helps us to stay connected, but it may be dangerous too. As 59% of teens have been bullied or harassed online, with more youth experiencing bullying on Instagram than any other platform. And 1 in 5 young people have skipped school because they were victims of cyberbullying. Cyberbullying has been linked to teen depression and can even result in increased vulnerability and depression into adulthood. It's important to emphasize that your teen can talk to you if they feel they are being bullied. On the other side of the coin, they should ask themselves, could this hurt someone's feeling? Because posting something, if it's questionable, they shouldn't post. How to avoid cybercrime? Always use privacy settings. Use different passwords for each account. Never share a password and PIN with anyone, not even your best friend. Never give your information to someone who you don't know in the real world. Statistics. So, coming to the statistics, as the rate of cybercrime also increased from 3.3% in 2019 to 3.7% in 2020 in the country, according to the National Crime Record Bureau. In data, the country related 44,735 cases of cybercrime, while the figure stood at 27,248 in 2018. The data from corresponding years are shown below. Cybercrime by motives in 2020. As we can see that fraud emerged as the key motive or intent in 30,142 or 60% of total number of cybercrimes recorded in 2020. Sexual exploitation was next with 3,293 or about 7% of the cases, followed by extortion which had 2,440 cases, causing disrepute by 1,706 cases, and personal revenge by 1,470 cases. These 5 motives accounted for 78% of the total cybercrime cases reported in 2020. Coming to the conclusion, though not all people are victims to cybercrime, they are still at risk. Cybercrimes by computer vary. They don't always occur behind the computer, but they executed by computer. In order to prevent cyber stalking, individuals should avoid disclosing any information pertaining to them. This is as good as revealing your identity to strangers in public area. Always avoid sending any picture online, especially to strangers and chat friends, as there have been incidents of misuse of pictures. Always use current and updated antivirus software to guard against virus attack. So that's all from my side. Thank you.